What's going on, guys? It's me, Miranda. Today, I'm walking 4 Mile Cove, reminiscing about the time it helped me out the most. But coming to 4 Mile Cove, it's a lot of history for me. Well, not too much history, but it kind of helped me out, helped me get over some things, helped me clear my mind. And that's why I figured I'd come back here, tell a little story. Who I am, what I've done, things I've had happen. So 3 years ago, March, I think 3 years ago, maybe 4, I was the assistant general manager at Tijuana Flats. We were rocking a Taco Tuesday, doing our thing, selling tacos. Some events led up throughout the day that I didn't sit well with me, but it wasn't my decision that have happened. Things happened where we didn't have closers, so it just kind of all fell into place. So the first was, someone called out, they weren't feeling good, and then they were like, oh, I'll come in, but I can't close because that's happening. And then, so the guy's like, oh, I'll do it, practically begging us to close. Like, I was like, okay, whatever, like, a body's better than nobody, because that's what they say in the restaurant industry. Bodies and positions, and that's all you need is bodies and positions. As long as you got bodies, you're good. So it goes on throughout the night. Completely forget about that feeling in my stomach, whatever. We're having a blast, we're having fun. My GM's last day before he goes on vacation, so we're just hanging out, doing our thing, working hard. He, offers to stay till close. So it's 10 o'clock, we close up, close it up, lock up everything. Cooks decided to run trash. Biggest rule in the restaurant industry is you don't run trash after night. You don't run trash, but my whole time at Tijuana Flats, we run trash at night. It wasn't that big of a deal. Like, it's what we did. So they run trash, and as they come back in, a guy comes behind them, right? Ski mask, hood, gloves, all this stuff, comes up to our hot sauce bar. At the time I wasn't really paying attention. I was like, hey guys, it's not funny. Like, all through my head, I was like, it's not a joke. Like, quit fucking around, go back to work. And then it dawns on me, we're getting robbed. Take a couple deep breaths, turn around where I'm at, tell my staff, hey, we're getting robbed. Y'all need to just do what he says, listen to what he does, and it'll all be good. Not a big deal, whatever. So it was who's a manager? I was like, clearly I am. Giving out direction, tell him not to, all in my head. Like, I'm not dumb enough to pop off at a robber. So he's sitting there waving his gun around, and hands me the zip ties. Zip tie him up. I'm like, okay. So I go through, we zip tie. Zip tie 1, 2, 3 staff members. The first one put zip ties on backwards, and I heard it. I knew I put it on backwards, but you can't. I couldn't do anything to fix it because lives were at stake. So he goes and checks on him, and he realizes it's on backwards too because zip tie slides off. And he goes, "You play around like this again, it's done. It's over with. Whatever." So he asks where all the other staff are, and they're obviously in the kitchen, closing up, whatever. And so we go through, and I alert staff so they're not spooked, walk around the long way, and then I zip tie him. 1, 2. The last one was a big guy, I had used 2 zip ties for it. Struggling, feel the pressure of the gun. He's, hurry up. So this is the weird part. This is the part that didn't dawn on me until after, obviously, we're focused on not getting shot, not getting any of my people shot, do everything this guy says. So there's 2 bags on this green rack, 6-foot green rack at the bottom, 2 bags, my bag and this other kid's bag. My bag's in the front. He takes my bag, pushes it outside, grabs the kid's bag, dumps his bag out. Yeah, he grabs my bag, pushes my bag away, grabs the dude's bag, drops everything out of the bag. We walk up front, that's where all the registers are at. He's like, put all the money in the bag. So I was already in the middle of doing tips and count my money anyway, so it was already out. Literally all in one spot, because I was almost done with my money. And so he goes through, I start emptying this drawer, grabs all the change, and then it's like, I don't want change, give me the bills, because at this time I didn't know, but at this time my boss came into the parking lot, and he went to go park in the back, but then decided to park up front since we were closed anyways. So his lookout car was in the back, and then so he's like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, gets all this stuff, knocks over the sugar caddies, so packets of sugar went everywhere. And then so my boss, as he leaves, I watch him walk out the door, and then I start untying everyone. I make it to the back, check on everyone, they're all good. I hit the triple alarm, the robbery alarm in the back, and then so I hit the robbery alarm in the walk-in cooler. Boss comes in, he was like, you're kidding, you got robbed. I was like, no, it's not a joke. I wouldn't joke about something like this, it's not funny. And so the cops show up, they bring us all outside, bring us in one at a time. My boss and I both decide that we need to let the minors go first. They get school in the morning, like it's just right for them to leave first. So we let all the minors leave, and then it's a matter of who's going next. So I was like, I'll go last. It's not that big of a deal. I'm a manager. Like, I'll go last. I'm used to going last for everything. So he's like, all right, I'll go last too. Like, whatever. So we start letting people go through. The first one is a 16-year-old, and she's supposed to leave at 10. Stuck around until 10:15, and that's when it all happened. So then we went through, and we're sitting on the back patio, and this guy's like, how much money do you think they got away with? How much money do you think they got away with? And I'm like, dude, like I calculated in my head how much money they took, but you know, it's not something you talk about and ask, like, you know what I mean? And so we go through, and I just ignore it, and I'm like, hey guys, you know, think about what happened, pay attention to details. Remember, if you forget something, you can always come back later and let them know. So as it goes through, I separate myself, and my GM comes over, and he goes, what happened? Whatever, this, that, and next. This girl's father is freaking out because the cops wouldn't let a parent inside talk to the cops. I mean, like, come on. It's an investigation. They're not gonna let you sit there and like, oh, it's okay, sweetie, this, that, and next. Like, no, you gotta, you know. So it gets to my turn. I go through, and I was like, listen, I'm gonna walk the restaurant because, like, so I can get a full detail. Like, that's how my mind works. Like, I gotta walk things for it to remember things. So we start walking it, and that's when it dawned on me about the backpack, that they didn't take mine. They took the kids that was behind my backpack. So anyways, long story short, we finally leave. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning when we finally leave. Mind you, we were supposed to leave at 11. Had the robbery not happened. So fast forward, I'm off the next day. Whatever. Barely get any sleep. Everyone's blowing my phone up. Oh, I heard what happened. I heard what happened. Are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine, whatever. So I go the whole day. Then I'm supposed to work the next day. Text my boss. I was like, listen, I haven't slept. I couldn't sleep all last night. Like, whatever. And at the time, I didn't understand what was going on. I mean, obviously, it's a traumatic event. I had a gun in my head the whole time. Whatever. So Wednesday comes around, I'm off. Thursday comes around, I call off. It's Friday, so I go into work. And whoever closed the night before left trash cans all by the back door, and it was stacked up high. Like, out of the corner of my eye, I thought it was a person. I'm not gonna lie, I freaked out a little bit. So I go in, I'm like, all right, just business as usual. I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. It's my job. I'm not gonna let anything like this bother me. So we go through, and I start getting this feeling in my stomach. And at the time I was really paying attention, it was anxiety. Never dealt with anxiety really, or never really felt what it felt like, and so now I'm dealing with it. So whatever, I text my boss, I was like, listen man, like, it's not a good feeling for me, like, getting, like, I can't be here, I can't be here right now, it's hard for me, whatever. So he's like, okay, just wait out until your shift leader comes in, and then you can dip. I was like, alright, I'll dip. Not that big of a deal. Alright, so then that happens, and then he gives me a week off. Paid week off, like, gee, no lie, this dude was awesome. He didn't have to do that. He could have made me use my PTO, could have given me a week off without being paid, but he took care of it, you know? And so that happens, and I come here, clear my head. I gotta get through my head, I gotta get cleared, I gotta be able to sleep, I gotta take care of me. And with me, it's always been about nature. Nature always calms me, especially the water. So I brought myself here. This place is awesome, I love it. So I get back to work, and I'm going through all the police, recent arrests, stuff like that, see what's going on, and I see the guy. Now, mind you, he was wearing a mask, but I see his face, his eye, like his nose, his mouth, I see his eyes, because I took forensics, and I watched a lot of crime shows, so they're like, pay attention to these specific things, so I paid attention, and I saw his face. I was like, they got him, but it was for a marijuana charge. So I started showing around, and people were like, oh my god, it's him. And then his homeboy, which, as I learned later on, had been asking about money questions, all this other stuff. Had I known that, I would have been like, no, you can't close. That's a little suspect. You can't. That's just how it is. You can't. Whatever. But hindsight's 2020. It is what it is. But so they never caught the guy. I mean, for the charge, but they caught him, but they didn't catch him. So it is what it is. But that's the story of how I was robbed at gunpoint for the first time 3 years ago. But I came here and it helped me out. I ended up getting a sinus infection, so that's how I ended up falling asleep. But regardless, this place helped me out. A lot. So that was the story of so far the worst day of my life. So if you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you want to see more of my adventures, whatever I deal with, video games, vlogging, adventure, whatever, just hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. See ya.